Hello, this is Mr. Stein, and in this video, I'm going to go through the questions from Mastery Items Week 10D. Question number 1. Find the length of edge or size of angle marked X in each of these diagrams. So we have two triangles here. We have this green triangle right here, and in this green triangle, we only know one item, this 63-degree angle. We also have this purple triangle. In this purple triangle, we know the 28-degree angle and the 9-centimeter side. So we can use the purple triangle to figure out the value of x1 right here. All right. Now, if this is our angle in the purple triangle, then this side, x1, is our hypotenuse. And this 9 centimeter is our adjacent. And our adjacent and our hypotenuse are related by cosine. Cosine ka. Right? SOHCAHTOA. So cosine of our angle is equal to our adjacent over our hypotenuse. So cosine of 28 is equal to our adjacent side, 9, over our hypotenuse. Now, whenever we have this type of an equation where we have a number, cosine of 28 is equal to a fraction, 9 over hypotenuse, and we don't know the denominator, the shortcut is just to swap these two guys out. To get our hypotenuse is equal to 9 divided by the cosine of 28. So we do 9 divided by the cosine of 28, and we get 10.2. Our hypotenuse is equal to 10.2. Now, that's a decimal approximation. I've got a more exact value in my calculator, and I just leave it in there. So 10.2 centimeters. Now we have two pieces of information in our green triangle. In our green triangle, this is our angle that we know. This is the opposite side, and this is the hypotenuse. So now we can figure out this x sub 2 by using sine. SOHCAHTOA, so sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So we write this out. Sine of our angle is equal to our opposite side over our hypotenuse. So sine of 63 is equal to 10.2. I've got the more exact value on my calculator divided by my hypotenuse. Same procedure here. A number equals a fraction. We don't know the denominator. So hypotenuse is equal to 10.2 divided by sine of 63. Now, because I already have this number in my calculator, I just type in divide 63 sine. That's the way I do it on my calculator. And I get 11.4. So this hypotenuse over here is equal to 11.4 centimeters. All right, and that's all you do for that. Excuse me. Number 2, multiply the following polynomials. All right, so we have a coefficient multiplied, -2, multiplied by a binomial, so multiply it to each. So -2 times x is -2x. -2 times -3 is plus 6. Letter B, again. We have this monomial here, and we multiply it to this binomial. So 3x squared times 7x is equal to 21x cubed. 3x squared times 12 is equal to plus 36x squared. Now we have binomials times binomials. So our first term in our first binomial times everything in the second binomial. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Then we take our 3, multiply it to everything as well. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now we simplify this polynomial by collecting our like terms, x squared plus 7x plus 12. There we get a trinomial of degree 2. It's degree 2 because the biggest power of a variable is squared. Next one, same thing. Binomial times binomial. So we take our 4x and we multiply it out to every term in the second polynomial. So we get 8x squared plus 12x. Then we work with our negative 1 times it to every term in our second polynomial. Subtract 2x, subtract 3. Combine our like terms together to simplify our answer to get 8x squared plus 10x minus 3. And again, we get a trinomial here, 3 terms of degree 2 because our biggest exponent is squared. Add, subtract, multiply, or divide the following radicals. All right, so let's look at our first one. They all have a radical of 6, a radicand of 6, and they all have an index of 3. So we can add or subtract these. So we just deal with the coefficients. What's 4 take away 6? Well, that's negative 2. Negative 2 plus 3 is plus 1. So it's equal to plus 1 cube root 6. Letter B. We have some multiplication and subtraction. So we deal with the multiplication first. So we deal with that first. When we multiply radicals, we multiply the coefficients, and we multiply the radicands. So 4 times 3 is 12. And square root 2 times square root 3 is equal to square root 6. So 12 square root 6 subtract 12 square root 6. Well, 12 square root 6 subtract 12 square root 6 is 0 square root 6's, or 0. Next one, 3 square root 2 cubed. So cubed means we take 3 square root 2, 3 square root 2, and 3 square root 2, and multiply it all out. I'm starting to get some springtime allergies. So we multiply the first two out, and we get 9 square root 4 times 3 square root 2. Now 9 square root 4 is equal to 9 times 2 times 3 square root 2. Right, because the square root 4 is equal to 2. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 times 3 is 48. We end up with 48 square root 2. No, we don't. 45 square root 2. Right, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 9. No, 6 times 9? 54 square root 2. These allergies are making my multiplication facts go away. Division. We just divide our radicands and divide our coefficients. So this is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 50 divided by 5 is 10. So 5 square root 10. All right, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below or contact me, and thank you for watching.